Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void, and today it's going to be a Monobattle here on Slayer 2. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Figured I'd bring it back. Thank you for sending this in, Russell. I really appreciate you continuing to send me Monobattles. Alright, so if you've never seen a Monobattle before, basically the concept is one player chooses one unit they can make the entire game. And there are different ways to draft, and let's see, I didn't actually see what they chose. Single draft, I think. Yeah, single draft. So it's going to be red versus blue here. It's going to be, well, yellow and red down here. I don't know. I have team colors turned on, so I'm sure once this is over, everything will be clear. Alright, oh man, Ragnar picks Battle Cruiser. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, though. Mutalisk going to be bad versus Marine. Okay against BC in equal numbers and equal resources anyway. Stalker, I like that. Stalkers trade very well versus battle cruisers. Banelings do very well against Marines. So it looks like players are doing pretty fantastically here as far as accommodating to what the other team is doing. Chuck Norris at this stage, I really feel like he should go for, what do we want to do here? Maybe Hydra? Whoa, he goes Tempest. All right, man. He goes Tempest, which again are bad against Mutalisks and bad against Stalkers. Yeah, we need something early here. Aldi. Maybe, what is even early? Roach? Roach would be decent. It's got to be Roach, doesn't it? Widow Mines. Widow Mines would be disgusting. It is. It is Widow Mines. Widow Mines in Monobattles are amazing. They're really, really good. Chupacabra here, he has last pick. He gets to know exactly what the other team is doing before he chooses it. He goes Viking. Viking's going to deal with that Battle Cruiser and that Tempest quite amazingly. Got to watch out for the Marines and the Widow Mines, though, as it turns out. So let's go ahead and here we are. Yep, so red versus blue here. Team North versus Team South. Team South, the red team's going to be the red Terran player. It is Alday, Adelaide, something like that. The other red Terran player still with a lot of Z's with Michelle Obama floating next to that command center. Oh, another Michelle Obama here from Chuck Norris, the Protoss player, and then another Michelle Obama from Ragnar. So whatever CNCP means, it has to be related to Michelle Obama, former First Lady. And at Team North is going to be the blue Zerg player Chang, blue Protoss player Smash Me, little boss spinning logo there, the blue Zerg player Luffer Lassie, the heck, and Chupacabra, the Terran player. So we only have, no, actually all three races are represented here in Team North. It's going to be a purely Terran Protoss thing in Team South here, so no Zerg whatsoever. But again, it doesn't matter. It's not like you're playing against Zerg, you're just playing against the one unit that player chose and can make. So I assume we're going to see some Battle Cruiser rushing here, trying to get some Vikings out real fast to counter that. Maybe some Spore Crawlers up for the Zerg player to deal with those BCs when they show up. You can't really get Mutas out in time to stop a BC rush. You really have to deal with Queens and Spores there. Queens trade really well against Battle Cruisers. You can get about 5 Queens. You will force the BC away or it will die, assuming that you're transfusing, which you should do. So if you can scout this, you send an Overlord in and see the Fusion Core, recognize that Battle Cruisers are coming, you just start pumping Queens at non-stop out of your hatcheries, and you should be able to deal with the BC when it jumps over or if it wanders over, either way, and then eventually get up to Corruptors, assuming that is still what they're doing. I mean, further scouting will be needed. Anyway, where is our Battle Cruiser player is my question. It might be Chupacabra here. He's going for a factory very, very early with a reactor here, though. No, I think is he the Widow Mine player? He might be the Widow Mine player. I need to, doesn't this give us, this used to give us a little indicator, a little small icon there of what each player was, but I will not, I don't see it. It's not going to go well for us here. Multiple gateways here from Smash Me. He's our Stalker player based on that opening. Lufar is going for the Baneling Nest, so he's our Baneling player. That means our Muta's over here with Chang. He's got that double gas going. He's got 3 bases. Oh, no, that's 2 bases, and Smash Me is expanding here too. So the Zerg player, Lufar, is expanding 2, and just 1 base in here is Chupacabra. Nice. All right, so we've got our Widow Mines. Got everybody figured out in Team North. Down here, it is going to be... Oh, no, that's the Widow Mine player. What the... So what are you doing, Chupacabra? Starport reactor. Ah, okay. So he's our Viking player then. We got this. We're on track. Ragnar was. Do we think that Ragnar was our battle cruiser player? Oh, okay. Well, Chuck Norris cannon rushes his own rocks to get through them. so that they can actually access this amazing double gas, double gold base back here, which it's so important and it's so good to get that when these rocks get knocked down, it notifies everybody on the map that that has happened so you can respond to it. It's really an interesting feature. We'll keep an eye on that one there. I was like, what the cannon rush? I don't see any blue down here. Oh, right. It's not a cannon rush. Stalker, Ling push here. Up, I guess Baneling push from Lufar. Now, in a mono battle, your Lings can't attack. You can make Lings to make the Banelings, they can't attack. If you choose Lurker, you can make Hydras to make the Lurkers, but they can't attack. That's how that works. Stalker pushing up. There's a couple cannons defending. I like having cannons. I like having Widow Mines out and Marines that defend against this early pressure. The Banelings are, I think they're going to wander up here. Maybe take a Widow Mine shot right to the face. We'll see how that goes here from our Baneling player. Looks like they want to get in there and rush before Team South really gets things going. See? That's the sound. That's the sound that lets you know somebody's knocked down the rocks. And if your team hasn't knocked down the rocks, then the other team has knocked down the rocks. And you are in a heck of a lot of trouble at that point. Drilling Claws on the way from our Widow Mine player, which makes a ton of sense. Stalker's coming up first. I like it. Maybe Stalker's going to absorb the Baneling shots. Oh, there it is. There's the Baneling bust. Now the Stalkers can get through. Nice target fire on that slow Baneling. But Marines... Ooh, ooh. Widow Mine doesn't actually end up firing. The Widow Mines, that one does. That one fires. Stalker, oh, that Widow Mine did not fire on the Banelings as it wanted to. Decent hits there on the Marines, clearing them out. So Team North getting some stuff done with the Stalker pressure. It's not a crazy amount. Additional Lings are coming down to go for those Banelings. They need to pick off that Widow Mine. That Widow Mine, you can't just leave it sitting there. It needs to be killed. Additional Widow Mines are coming out. Stalker dealing with these SCVs quite admirably, but again, defensive Widow Mines not too bad either in that mineral line. However, that is Friendly Splash. If you wander something in here and they fire on it, it will kill the surrounding SCVs too. Alright, so 1 dead and 2 dead. Stalker's down. There we go. Banelings on the way here from Lufar once again. More and more Banelings. He's just going to be Banelings all day, all the time, man. Viking lands for Chupacabra to try to take down this base of Still. That's fantastic. Look at the repair, though. The repair's doing stuff. Oh, and Chuck Norris has a defensive... does have a defensive Tempest here. The Viking going to get the command center. The Viking gets the command center. How insane is that? Oh, Lings and Banelings firing on in. Again, wham, wham. Running Lings in here is pretty good because of that friendly fire aspect. It's pretty fantastic stuff. Now, the Mutas are out here for Cheng. I think he took a Widow Mine shot or maybe some Marine shots there. I like the Marine count we're seeing here. Out of Still. It's very nice. Widow Mine fires on pretty much nothing. Yeah, but that's a lot of Marines. This number of Stalkers is not going to do a lot at all. It looks like, I think Team North's aggression is pretty much done. He's going to run Lings in here for some reason. But they didn't kill a barracks, which would have been really, really nice. They can't actually attack here. They're trying to do so, but those poor neutered Lings are not going to happen. Chupacabra is expanding. We've got Smash Me expanding. We have Chain going for a third base here, too. So Team North is expanding behind this. They're not just... you know, staying on 1 or 2 bases and trying to make it happen. Yeah, those Banelings don't war from right there. I like the forward shield battery there, though, from Smash Me. But now we've got Tempest out. Chuck Norris is sitting here with Tempest at 8 minutes, which is just beautiful, beautiful stuff. What's pushing up this way? Battle Cruiser from Ragnar is out. 2 Battle Cruisers are out and ready to go. How many Queens do we have? Can the Queens attack is the question. I actually don't know. Queens are there for injects. Mutalisks actually going after Still's base here. Marines and Tempest and Cannons trying to shut it down. Battle Cruiser wrecking this third base of Chang. Not looking good for the Mutalisk player at all. These Stalkers are coming home to try to deal with it. Vikings are here too to fight. That's a lot of Vikings. Oh my gosh. Alright, so those Vikings are going to do amazing work here. They're going to force it to flee. Oh, was that Queen attacking? I don't know if that Queen was attacking, but that BC is down. The other one tactical jumps the heck on out of there. Or maybe he jumped aggressively. No, looks like he jumped out. He jumped home to get repaired, so that was a good job. Decent defense there from Team Blue. A lot of Mutas out from Chain. That's really all he can do here. The problem is there's a Widow Mine player. Anytime there's a Widow Mine player, if you're going Banelings or if you're going Lings or you're going Mutalisks, or it's hard to engage in that situation. Nice target fire on those Banes. That was amazing. None of them make hits on the Marines at all. Now the Marines are fighting. The Battle Cruisers are fighting. The Marines are doing very well against the Stalkers. The Battle Cruisers are basically just taking the damage. And, okay, so Lufar left. our Baneling player is done. Mutalisks attacking on into Ragnar's base, but there are 3 missile turrets with SCVs repairing. They're going to go ahead and try to get the orbital command, but they're taking shots from turrets the whole time. And the repair on that battlecruiser makes it not invulnerable, but pretty darn close. Taking a lot of shots, 1 battlecruiser down. I'm not sure if that was a fair trade. You're losing a lot of Mutalisks here. And he gets another one, though. Okay, so another battlecruiser goes down. That seems pretty good. More Banelings dying. It seems somebody's taken over Baneling production from Lufar, even though he has left the game at this stage. More and more Mutalisks in production. Still hasn't taken this gold base. Team North, Team South definitely taking almost full advantage of this. Fully saturating the gases at the very least. The mineral income not as much as it could be, but I don't know how much they actually care. They're pretty gas heavy. Although Marine player could use minerals to be sure. So Vikings going to consider flying around her, but once again, Vikings aren't very tanky, and Widow Mines everywhere is a problem. Yeah, Marines there too, shutting that thing down. No Vikings die, but that's okay. Looks like somebody's pinging. Whether it's from, looks like blue team maybe is pinging to see if we need to knock down those rocks, and I feel like they probably do. Chupacabra has expanded again. Like a mass Viking play here seems pretty darn good against those Tempests and against those battlecruisers. A lot is actually riding on his shoulders to where he needs to have a huge Viking army to deal with all this and all of the Tempests, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. The thing is, if the Marines move out and if the Widow Mines move out with them, it's a pretty good composition from Team South, and the Vikings won't be able to engage because there are Marines picking them out of the sky and Widow Mines causing major problems too. Oh, I heard a jump. Oh, did he jump back home or something? He jumped into a base defensive position anyway. The Mutas do get chased away. Stalker group here from Smash Me is out. Drilling Claws is done. Drilling Claws is done. So those are permanently cloaked, and they burrow faster than they used to. So they are pretty darn good little units. We've played, played a Monobattle with subscribers recently. Not recently, probably a few months ago now, but it just felt like recently because I'm old. And yeah, there was a Widow Mine player on the other team. He was amazing. He had the biggest army of anybody at the end of the game. Just Widow Mines everywhere in clumps. Took forever to clear them out. They were constantly just getting serious hits off on our armies. It was amazing. A good Widow Mine player in a Monobattle can be pretty fantastic. All right, so battlecruisers cruising up here to Chang's base. They want to kill it real bad. We got some spores coming up, but it's not going to be enough to deal with. Yes, 5 battlecruisers and a whole ton of Marines. The Marines who do not have upgrades, they must be feeding his gas to the other teammates. Because you know what? Unupgraded Marines are just fine, as it turns out, especially against Mutalisks. Yeah, this is good. This is good teamwork from Team South right now. Marines and battlecruisers fighting. Oh, those drones are trying to come back in. Get out of there, drones. Don't do it. Oh, the drones. The Mutas and the Stalkers. There we go. That is an amazing battle right there. Good teamwork from Team North, wiping that out. The battlecruisers jump over this way. Start going after one of Chupacabra's bases. He has no missile turrets. He has nothing here at all. He's going to lose these SCVs. Whoa, goodbye, SCVs. Fare thee well. Now you have to respond to it, coming all the way over here. He's going to go ahead and attack another one of your mineral lines. These time probes are going to die. Team North at 96, 94, 29, and 130 supply, which doesn't seem healthy at all. Yeah, these battle cruisers are dead. They should have gone home. They got a lot of worker kills, but they're also completely toast, which is not great for them. Planetary Fortress set up at the front. The Tempest Ball is pretty fantastic here for Chuck Norris. He's sitting at 200 supply of Tempests. 200 supply. All right, Vikings, let's go. Got to focus them down one by one here. The Mutas are fighting too. The Mutas are absorbing shots. Stalker's fighting at the same time. I think this Tempest Ball is in a lot of trouble. These Vikings are scared. That battlecruiser jumps in to try to distract, immediately dies. Like I said, the Viking player, Chupacabra, is going to have a lot on his shoulders. He seems to be up to the task right now. Here we go. Here are the Marines, right? You can't fly over the Marines because you'll die. You can't fly over the Widow Mines because you'll die. Did you not bring detection? Is that what this is? Team North, did you not bring detection against a Widow Mine playing team? It seems like they failed to do so. The Stalkers are treating really well against those Marines, but the Tempests are sitting back, just firing all over the place. Oh, there is an Overseer now. Okay, so Overseer here. Vikings land and wipe out Still's base. Wow, these guys getting stuff done. Losing some of the Vikings in the process. You really should lift off. I mean, I guess you're going to try to finish off this base as well. Widow Mines, connect, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Some SCVs are going to die here because bonus damage versus mechanical means SCVs die very quickly. But all the Vikings die. I hope I look over. Yep, 12 Vikings at the same time on the way from a Chupacabra. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Mutalisks find these battle cruisers, force them to jump home. Nice job by them. Jumping, yep, there we go. Jumping home to be safe. Smash Me has a ton of bases, it feels like. Does he? Still no one's taking this gold. And that can be a strategy. You can save it for later because that means that if the rest of the map gets mined out and it's really hard to expand out towards your opponent, you can take that gold base and have really, really safe income. These Mutos, once again, are trying to take down this orbital command. They might be able to do it. Let's see what the upgrades are on them. +2 attack is pretty good stuff. You know what? They're going to get this orbital command. That's pretty amazing. There's no repair. Orbital command down. We got Widow Mines burrowing in here. Oh, all of them are going to die, though. Getting chased down. These Marines, I still don't think the Marines have any upgrades, guys. I'm looking. Oh, they have one in combat shield and stim. Okay, so now they do. Now they do. Where are the mines, says Ragnar. Well, they all went on an offensive journey by themselves and are all completely dead. Which is not great. Income here. Looks like it is favoring Team North, Team Blue. Yeah, just looking at it there, it looks like that's the case. Team Red has a couple players in triple digits, which at this stage of the game is bad. You really can't be in triple-digit mineral income right now. Expanding Chuck Norris on the right side. And yeah, this whole left side has been taken by Team Blue. They're doing pretty fantastic right now, I would say. I like their composition. I like how they're playing. These Marines are 1-1. But can you get medevacs? I'm trying to remember if you can get medevacs in Monobattle and if they heal or not. It's been a while. Trying to blink stalker this thing, which is pretty fantastic. They have an observer, so the observer can see the Widow Mines even if they're burrowed. Mutalisks found this base. They're going to try to take some stuff down. Force cancels, but battle cruiser's defending it. Good teamwork here from Team South for sure. Yamato cannon on Mutalisks. All right, that seems fine. Oh, and then they got out of there. That's not great. The Mutas need to take down these pylons immediately before these cannons start coming up. And they're going to go ahead and get... Okay, so depower there, depower there. The Mutas do have decent upgrades for sure. Attacking up Team Red, trying to make something happen. And yes, it looks like this base is done. No, but all of the Tempests come over this way. That's interesting. Widow Mine's not firing. Come on, you can get them. You have detection, and all the Mutas are going to die. They need to get out is what they need to do. I mean, sure, you can trade effectively here, but... why on earth are you trying to do that? 8 more Mutos are on the way. We got battle cruisers wrecking Chupacabra's base down here in the southern section, and the Vikings just absolutely take exception to that. Goodbye. Goodbye, battle cruisers. Battle cruiser player I kind of feel bad for right now. Tempests fighting on in. The Vikings need to engage with those Tempests so bad. Chuck Norris is maxed out again, by the way. No big deal. No biggie. Stalkers again, fighting against Marines, fighting against these Widow Mines, killing them before they can burrow. Very nicely done. Tempest looking real scary. Marines just wandering up to kill the third base of Chang again. What are we looking at here? It's 21 Tempests versus 46 Vikings. Good golly. So these Mutas are just going to straight up fight. No medevacs. Means maybe we can do this. And if the Mutas do, in fact, have +2 attack, and they do, no, man, Marines trade so very well. Either way, Vikings landing, killing bases, yes, man. Chupacabra is playing this so very well. His APM is, his APM is around 160 right now, which is pretty good stuff. Marines are still wrecking Chang's third base, though. They are doing more work than I think they should be able to do. The Vikings, man, they just go ahead and unload. And actually fleeing from this. I don't know if that's the right choice. I don't know if it is. They have 1-1, which is great. Blink Stalkers. He's trying to blink dodge. Oh, the Observer gets killed, but there's another one here. There's another one here. I like the Stalker play in this situation. Battlecruiser's finishing off the third base of Chang. Chang loses his third base and his fourth base. That's some good economic damage done by Team South right now. Team Red looking pretty fantastic. Nice blink dodge there. But once again, just buying time, Team South, with those Widow Mines, making the push slower than it otherwise should be. Chupacabra sitting at 168 supply. Chuck Norris still at 200. Ragnar Stills and Aldi. Whatever that is. Closer to 50 or 100, depending on the average you're looking at there. Stalker play's been pretty good here out of Smash Me. I like it. He's got some shield batteries up. He's fighting against these Tempests. He's dodging Widow Mine shots like a boss. He needs Viking assistance here, though. Team South is here with 3 of their players. You can engage on your own. See those Widow Mines setting up the left side for the flank? That's amazing. The Marines are still doing stuff. My goodness, the Marines are still doing stuff right now. The Vikings don't want to engage with the Widow Mines because they clump up, and a couple good Widow Mine shots will destroy that flock, destroy that fleet of Vikings right now. Resources lost, kind of telling a tale. Team Blue has lost a lot of stuff. I mean, that's, jeez. Marines still attacking up here to the north. Vikings firing from distance. Tempest firing from distance here. So okay, so we land some Vikings to deal with the ground stuff. Oh, and the Stalkers go for the surround here. Nice job, Team Blue. Making it work. The ground stuff is gone. The forcing a recall. That's a pretty decent recall, man. Wow, I thought they reduced the radius on that. This is current patch. Maybe they were just clumped up enough where it was okay. Battlecruisers wiping out a base of Smash Me right now. This is a pretty darn amazing good back and forth game. I'm really, really enjoying casting it. I lost the production tab for a second. I apologize. It's back now. Chang's got a 3rd base back, which is beautiful because, well, his main base is actually not doing too poorly for income. This is main base. That's his main base. His natural base is not doing too poorly for income. Oh, okay, so 1 Stalker died there, but that was not bad. The blink dodge was pretty fantastic. Smash Me. I'm liking what we're seeing out of Smash Me. I really am. He's pushing by himself, which maybe not super advised here, but killing some probes, slowing down the income of Team South is pretty darn good stuff. Widow Mines getting in to Smash Me's base along the left side. Share control of the Widow Mines, says Still. They're not happy, apparently, with the Widow Mine player. Understandable. It's a 4v4. Like, not everybody here is going to be amazing. Going to be some people that are problematic. Stalkers heading on up, and no, yes, no. Oh boy, that's not enough Stalkers. Stalkers are good against Tempest, but you're outnumbered a little bit here, and there's battle cruisers, and that's going to be it. So I mean, Chupacabra's at 199 supply, Chuck Norris is at 178. Everybody else is fairly anemic, with the exception of Aldi, who's got 120 supply. With his... What is he making again? I actually don't... Hang on. Hold on. We've seen Marines, Widow Mines, and Tempests. Has he just been feeding? What even is his thing? Ah, this is a good Falcon moment, you guys. I'll hear about it in the comments for sure. 1, 2, 3. We've got Stills. We have Aldi's Widow Mines, but showing up as Protoss down here. That's why I was confused. All right, I feel better about this. Vikings landing, wiping out this base, but on the other side we have an attack from Team Red, doing some stuff, actually being defended pretty well from Team Blue there. This base is going to die. This base I don't think is going to live either. The Vikings need to unload and lift off, by that is what I mean, and just fight here. The cannons are covering pretty darn well for the Tempests. Stalkers trying to fight. Battlecruiser needs to get focused down here, but the Stalkers are just kind of... There we go. I think the missile turret helped with that defense as well. Vikings landing. Oh, getting a Widow Mine. I love the control from Chupacabra right now. Goodbye, Tempests. Landing at this base, killing economy seems to be the priority right now, and I can't necessarily blame them. Chupacabra is making 12 Vikings at once. If he can do a combination of landing and killing bases while picking off Tempest, piecemeal by piecemeal here, he will do it. He'll take that trade every day of the week. Another base down. This base is alive. This base is alive for Chuck Norris. That's huge. All of the Vikings are gone. The Widow Mines were assisting with that as well. Widow Mine just kind of hanging out for Aldi. Oh, a Nidus from Chang, but on his own creep, so it's not really too much of a concern there. Stalkers, once again, kind of the anti-Widow Mine group right now. Takes some really nice Blink Micro, but it looks like Smash Me has been up to the battle, up to the task. Oh, so many more probes die. The Marines need upgrades, says Ragnar. True fact, man. The Marines at this point are sitting at 1-1, which is not great. He's not the strongest player. And if he was, it'd be a much better battle, I feel like, from Team South here. But they're still doing okay. It's real scrappy, though. There's a real scrappy situation. These Widow Mines are just kind of burrowed in random spots. Like, please wander over here and let us kill you, is the idea. Chupacabra setting up with planetary fortresses. Chupacabra 177 supply. Way more supply than anybody else right now. And the Viking player can win this thing by himself. I really feel like he can. Just because Vikings can attack ground and they can attack air. They can wipe out bases and wipe out these Tempests. Yeah, clear out Widow Mines too. Man, not bad. Not shabby at all here from Chupacabra. Tempest fighting. Planetary Fortress down. We got Mutalisks wandering into this base, taking severe Widow Mine hits. And looking really, really bad here. Chang is not making any mutas, which is not great for him. I mean, he's on the income. He's not doing too bad, but he's got a ton of money. Make mutas. His gas isn't that much, I guess. He can make 5 more Mutalisks, but he's just working on +3 attack instead. These Marines stimming in. They want to take out the Vikings. Oh, the backside attack from the the Marines is so good right now. Oh, so many Vikings are dying to these guys. The anti-air Marines is absolutely insane. Wow. Viking fleet is down to 5. Not a good number at all. And Chupacabra does end up losing this base. Cannot replant it as the army is still around. Chang's going to lose this base. I really feel like, oh, Stalker's coming in from Smash Me. Going for the battle, dealing with the Marines and the Tempest at the same time. He could really use some Viking support here. How many Vikings are there? 11. 11 Vikings, I think, would make all the difference. These Marines are just trading super well. Do they have 2-2 yet? They do. They have +2 attack and +1 armor. Not working on additional armor upgrades at all, but by golly, the Marines are just tearing through these Stalkers. Tearing through them. The Stalkers have what upgrades? The Stalkers are 3-3, 3-3-2. Jeez, Marines are good. Marine is good unit. Hatchery down. Chang loses that one. I mean, Chang is just, he's done. I just don't see him coming back from this. He does have this gold and all of this gas, which is great for him. He's sitting at 11,000 minerals and 500 gas. He's making 10 more mutas. Maybe he's not as done as I thought. Perhaps I called him done a little bit prematurely. I can't believe they haven't wiped out these Widow Mines. I really can't. I'm trying to figure out why they would leave them here. They've scanned them before. I think they know they're present. Yeah, but this Marine Widow Mine Tempest composition is very weird and very good. That's why I like Monobattles. You get weird compositions you wouldn't otherwise know about. Stalkers pushing up. We're going to catch these Tempest on the way out. Bad rally there. I mean, shield battery is one thing, but nope. Your Toast Battlecruiser trying to fight here too. Marines just kind of A-moving their way up here. Oh, these mutas, though. Actually, you know what? There's enough mutas to take them out that time. That was pretty good stuff. Vikings, look at the range on these Vikings. Their ground attack has more range than I think usually. Usually they're just landing and trying to kill workers from a close distance because there's not much room behind that mineral line usually. But man, their range is better than I thought. Better than I thought with the ground attack. You just don't see ground attack Vikings all that much. You're not that familiar with it. Oh, remember what I said about flying over Widow Mines. Oh, flying over the Marines here too. This is such a problem for Chupacabra. No, he's going to try to fight these Marines. Don't do it. Okay, well, that's going to be it for those Vikings. We are now down to a total of 7 with none in production. These Stalkers just not enough to handle the combined might of Battlecruiser Tempest here. 91, 82, 29, 106 supply versus 166, 32, 58, 141. Chuck Norris and Aldi are carrying Team South right now. What is this over here? Oh, a Battlecruiser jump wiping out Chang's hatchery. It does end up going down. The income for Chang has just got to be nothing right now. And yeah, it's approximately 0. As it turns out, Lufar actually still has income just because he never made enough workers to fully saturate this place. The Vikings are fighting. These battle cruisers are going to die. The Mutalisk Stalker Viking combo is really bad for them. But the Tempests are here. The Tempests are rocking. 3 kills, 2 kills, 6 kills, 0 kills. They're going to take these bases along the right side. Is every base on the map going to be taken? This one, yep, there it is. Every base on the map officially taken, even just for a little bit here. Stalker's trying to fight in, horribly outnumbered. That is just not great from Smash Me. Where are the Vikings? I don't know, but Widow Mines wandering in. Good pull from Chupacabra. Not losing too much. There's the detection, there's the Planetary Fortress, and actually that's a pretty good anti-Widow Mine setup there. Our missile turrets and Planetary Fortresses. The Mutas, I just don't know what they can do. I mean, again, they trade pretty well with Tempest, but the Marines are really scary. The Widow Mines are really scary, too. And yeah, every base on the map has been taken or attempted to be taken so far. What a great mono battle this has been. Fantastic. Thanks again for sending in, Russell. I really do. I know you've been sending these for a while, and I just haven't been casting them. I appreciate you persisting, because this has been fantastically fun. Once again, pushing in with these stalkers. Once again, maybe blink dodging a little bit. That burrow is so fast with drilling claws. Mewtwo's trying to come in, but the Widow Mines, gosh! They're dead now, that's for sure. Tempest fighting. And that's it. Shang's left the game, understandably so. He has a handful of drones remaining. Stalkers coming on up from Smash Me, doing some decent trades here. No, the Widow Mine trap. Oh, the defensive Widow Mine trap. Why? Marines and Tempest rocking into the production facilities of Team North. The Vikings are flying around down to the south for some reason, not willing to defend his own stuff. Where is he? He's trying to come in and get rid of a planetary fortress with those Vikings, which, okay, I suppose we could do that. The Marines are going to get cleaned out by these Stalkers. Again, with pretty good micro. Vikings versus Marines. We've seen this story before. It doesn't go well for the Vikings, but there are good numbers now. The Widow Mines are coming in to make sure it is less of a fair fight in favor of Team South here. The Tempests, the 191 Chuck Norris, he's just doing so much with Tempests here. I think he's just going to fight this. He is. He's just going to fight it. I think the numbers are fairly like 1-to-1. That's the number of, yeah, I mean, it's 2-to-1, which is not what you want to do if you're fighting Tempests with Stalkers, and all the Stalkers are dead. They are gone. Team South has this thing. 191 and 145 supply for Norris and Aldi. 33, 62, 26, and 120 for Chupacabra. Chupacabra still fighting, man. He's not making any more Vikings. I don't know where his Vikings are. I'm going to be honest with you. They're here. They're coming up. Smash Me's out. Chupacabra is going to try to end this now with his Vikings. But what is the number here? Again, it's basically a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1 situation. And I think even though generally this is not a good fight for Tempest, we've seen this. I think they just have the numbers to make the trades that you need to win this thing. Tacking on with Marines coming in to Smash Me's production facilities. He's gone. He's left the game, though. And that's it. Chupacabra's down under 100 supply. Keeps flying additional Vikings. He's trying to repair, but sure, this Tempest count is a lot lower than it used to be, but it is still here. It is still alive. 7 Tempests at a time are being produced. Good game. Well played. And that is your good game. Chupacabra is out. And Chuck Norris, Ragnar, Still, and Aldi are your winners in 32 minutes and 25 seconds. Unorthodox compositions, for sure. For sure, from both sides here. Really, really good back and forth action. MVP Chuck Norris, man. MVP for Chupacabra, or for Team Blue was Chupacabra. Couldn't quite make it happen. But man, those Tempests. They did a good job staying behind, defending with cannon support here. That's what they needed against what Team North had. Pushing in, killing bases. Chupacabra is not able to hang on. The Muta's having such a problem with the Marines and the Widow Mines out there that it was just a rough time for them. Battlecruiser player wasn't amazing, but he was okay. He really kind of held his own there. Really, again, he struggled against everything that Team North was making. So there were some players that found themselves in rough spots, understandably. Understandably so. Resources lost here. 38,000, 55,000, 67,000 for Team North. 39, 23, 23, and 16 for Team South. I mean, they just took good trades over and over again. Killing bases, taking this right side away from Team Blue and letting them have this one. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter because the trades were more efficient. The Widow Mine player was all over the place. The Marine player, again, the upgrades weren't good, but he did a lot of work. Did he end up with 3-3? No, 2-1. 2-1. Battlecruiser player was 3-3, which is amazing. And Drilling Claw player had +3 armor too. So everybody had decent upgrades. Chang, 2-3. All right, we'll accept that for his mutas, I guess. Could have been better. 3-3 for the Vikings. Amazing stuff. Unfortunately, the Baneling player left early. It was a situation where I don't really necessarily begrudge him for leaving early. Banelings against this composition, bad against Tempests, bad against Battlecruisers, bad against Widow Mines, and bad against Marines if you're off creep, right? And maybe defensively great against these Marines, but otherwise everything else they would try to do would be shut down pretty consistently. However, and you're in that situation, fight, man. Fight hard, stick with your shimmy. You never know what's going to happen. You could do bailing attacks, like 50 bailings just rolling into bases and wiping them out. That would have been enough to turn the tide, I think, for sure. But He decided he had better things to do. All right, well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.